Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we've got the latest information on a couple of construction projects taking place here in town. We're talking about the Red Robin restaurant going up near Benchwood, also Superior Abrasives at Stone Quarry Crossings. We've also got the latest information on a Passport to Safety program that's been teaching kindergartners how to be safe for 3 decades. But our first stop today is here at the Vandalia Senior Citizen Center, where right now our Division of Fire is giving these seniors an opportunity to get inside a fire engine and get a look at it from a whole new angle. These seniors are getting an up-close look at a fire engine as part of a series of educational sessions designed to teach all about fire safety.
We try to run a senior fire academy every summer, and this is kind of toward the end of it, and that's kind of the end cap to the program is the rides. But you know, it's important. It's more important than that. You know, I met with them this morning for 30-40 minutes. Got a chance to give them kind of the state of the fire department, where we're at, what we're doing. They were very surprised. I got a lot of positive feedback. They're very surprised at some of the services we offer. You know, one of the key services they spoke about was there was a lady there that said, "I can't believe it, but the guys came out. They brought a large ladder with them. They got the smoke detector on my vaulted ceiling." You know, and that's a customer that says that we don't realize you have that service. You can call us 24/7. Smoke detector battery going off. Got a question about a battery. Want a battery changed and don't want to get on a ladder? Pick up the phone, call the non-emergency number, and have the guys come out and do it for you. They're willing to do that. We'll do that. Provide the batteries. Usually provide the batteries for you. But just as long as we can get to the smoke detector and make it an operational smoke detector, that's the goal of the program.
The sessions culminate with the kickoff to Fire Prevention Week, where fire crews take the message of fire prevention to the citizens with some good safety advice, including a change on where folks are recommended to place their home smoke detectors.
We knew it was coming. You know, there's been study after study, multiple fire departments and FPA. Everybody's done study after study, and they say we really just can't hear them when you're sleeping. So we think by moving them into the sleeping area, the studies have shown that that's a lot easier to hear. And you know, if you're in that small bedroom, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're going to hear that.
Fire Chief Chad Follick says the message regarding smoke detectors deals with making sure all of your home's detectors are functioning properly.
You just can't stick them on the wall and hope that they go off. You need to regularly check the batteries and change out batteries. We tell you to do it when time changes. Always change out your batteries, whether they need it or not. Stick a new battery in them, test them pretty often. Practice your escape drill, know where your meeting place is, know that if your smoke detector goes off, you go to the door of your bedroom, there's smoke, there's heat, there's fire behind the door. What's my other way out? Knowing 2 ways out of your room, out of your sleeping area. Where are we gonna get together when we get out of our sleeping area? We're gonna meet so we can tell the fire department when they arrive everybody's out or somebody's missing. And then when the alarm sounds, to know when to get out and stay out when the alarm goes off.
One last note about Fire Prevention Month, a very big event. The Division of Fire's open house is scheduled for Sunday, October the 4th from 1 until 3 p.m. and everyone is invited.
Everybody come out and talk to fire prevention and meet the guys and kind of go around the firehouse and see what they're paying for, the service they're paying for. And we're going to definitely have be pushing our message about smoke detectors, definitely talking about other fire prevention problems or issues or things that people bring up over the year. And just, we encourage people to come out and see what the fire department's about.
Talking about big events, the Vandalia Senior Citizen Center is putting the finishing touches on its biggest event of the year, the Senior Bazaar.
It's the only fundraiser for our center, and out of those profits, we also donate to the Vandalia Food Pantry. So that's a very important event. It's Saturday, October 3rd from 9 to 2. We'd like all the public to come and join us on that day. Our super sewers have quilts for sale. Most of them are for wall hangings, baby quilts, lap quilts, but they do have a couple larger ones. The books and jigsaw puzzles that have been accumulating all through the year, all those will be for sale at very good prices. Baked goods, homemade candies, cabbage rolls. We have lunch available. We have a trash and treasure, basically a garage sale going on in one of the rooms. And then we have tons and tons of raffle baskets. and some door prizes.
Senior Coordinator Tony Williams says she's working hard to keep folks at the Senior Center engaged and entertained, including 4 art classes that will run through the month of October.
All these classes are 9:30 to 11:30. Whether you're a member here or a part of the public, you need to come in and see me to register, and it's $10 each course, and you're getting supplies paid for with those $10, so you get something back for your money. I need you to register by September 24th, so we have time to go out and get the supplies.
There's also some good information coming in September from a seminar hosted by a local attorney.
Michael Milanig, he's an attorney from south of town, down in Washington Township, Centerville area. He's an elder law attorney. He is coming on September 22nd, it's a Tuesday, from 1:30 to 3. And he has a list of very important topics. Not the things most of us want to spend time on, but things we have to spend time on. Wills, trusts, probate, avoiding probate, estate tax, powers of attorney, health powers of attorney, and living wills.
If the attorney presentation sounds interesting, you'll need to call the center to reserve your spot. They're also asking you to phone ahead if the idea of a live reading theater class sounds like it's something up your alley. A new member at the center from out of state is looking to start that theater in September.
And he offered to come in and do a reader's theater with the members here. So they have an organizational meeting on September 18th. He needs at least 6 people to have even the smallest play done, and they're all comedies. And they're comedies whether they're a comedy or not. And he can't handle more than 18 people to make it work successfully.
From building a reading theater to building a business, there's progress to report this month on a number of economic development projects taking place in Vandalia, including the latest on Vandalia's planned Red Robin restaurant.
They were targeting originally about the middle of September to be open. I think that's a little unrealistic at this point. They've got a lot of the exterior they're working on now. They still haven't really started doing anything on the interior. Probably, I would say, looking at November, possibly.
Assistant City Manager Greg Shackelford says the restaurant will be the 3rd to go in on Miller Lane south of Benchwood, and it's going to serve as a nice shot in the arm for Vandalia's economy.
Probably end up being somewhere around 50 employees initially, maybe up to 75. Roughly $1 million investment that they made to the community. So exciting for us.
Other projects making progress include the expansion of Stolly Machinery on Webster Street, where a planned addition is already underway.
They're working on their foundation. They're doing an expansion of about 15,000 square feet. It's going to end up being about 40 employees that are going to relocate in from the Miami Township area, and they're going to do this expansion, which should add another 40 in the next 3 years. It should be up over around 80 employees, and well-paying jobs, great opportunity for us, and looking forward to getting that one finalized.
And there are 2 projects taking place at Stone Quarry Crossings today, including the construction of a world headquarters for Superior Abrasives.
They got steel up now. That you can see the exterior is starting to come to life. It's come out of the ground anyway. So I think they're optimistically still targeting maybe late 4th quarter, early 1st quarter of 2016 for opening. Again, it's going to be about 80 employees plus right out of the gate, and it's exciting for us. Quite a bit in the last few years that's gone on out at Stone Quarry Crossings.
The road that will service the new Superior Abrasive site is also under construction, and that project appears to be moving into the fast lane.
They're moving along really quickly. Probably by November they should have that done, and that'll open up another 20 plus acres out there for us.
Crews have been working on the extension now for a few weeks. Public Service Director Rob Cron says the finish line for the Fieldstone extension is in sight.
We have all the utilities installed out here, the water line, the sewer line, the storm sewers are installed. Now we're actually building the roadway where we've cut the dirt down to subgrade where we get it compacted, and then they'll bring the gravel in. They'll prepare for curb here real soon, and then you'll see asphalt here probably by the end of September.
Another road project inching closer to completion is the Dixie Drive Widening project, which started in the summer of 2014. Cron says they're checking off the items on the to-do list to get that roadway open for traffic soon.
We're actually getting real close to wrapping up the Dixie Drive project. They're completing all the sidewalk work, the driveway restoration. They'll be getting some topsoil down and seed, and soon after that we'll put the final course of pavement on.
There's another road project set to be completed this year. This one should be starting in the next few days. Crews will begin the next phase of the streetscaping project that includes National Road west of Dixie all the way up to Long Street. Cron says drivers will have to navigate some lane closures once that gets rolling in late September.
Once that work gets started, they're probably going to be closing off one lane of traffic on National Road. It'll be the curb lane, so we can install new curbs there. We'll be putting in new driveway approaches, brick pavers, street lights, trees. It's going to look like the section of National Road between Dixie and I-75.
And finally, Cron says a water main replacement project should be starting soon on Kirkwood Drive.
What's going to happen is they're going to replace an old cast iron water main that we've had a lot of water main breaks and issues with over time. We're going to replace about 1,000 feet of the water main with a new 8-inch ductile iron pipe.
Crews should be on the job site by the end of September. September also marks the beginning of the school year. And for Vandalia's Passport to Safety program, 2015 marked a major milestone for the program aimed at Vandalia's incoming kindergartners.
It's exceptional. We have a program that's lasted 30 years. So this year we decided to do a combined graduation with both elementary schools. So we invited people from the past. We invited the lieutenant that started it off, along with the teacher that started off. They combined it together, and we invited all key people throughout the 30 years, you know, from fire department side to the bus safety side to the police department side, all of them, so we could celebrate it and do it a large graduation. We had over 100 kindergartners, which was quite interesting in itself to get all the energy within a 10 by 20 space. But it was a great program. It's great to see smiles on the faces, and not just kindergartners, but the people that created the program. I said it's exceptional. It's 30 years, and they love to see there's that much love in the program, that much dedication, and still continue on. And I'd hope to see it in another 30 years as well.
Crime Prevention Officer Doug Nagel says the Passport to Safety program works well because it gives kids good safety information designed to last a lifetime.
These kids, there's at least 6 documented saves, and I'm sure there's numerous more, where they use this program. We get to see it since we're in the public safety sector, because we're up at all hours of the time. We get to see if these kids help out the grandma in a life situation or at an accident, or, it's just even building those bonds with the kids, especially on law enforcement side. Walking into the schools, they remember your name, they remember the program, they talk about 911 or safety. It's excellent to see that 2, 3, and even in the middle school, and they're always going to remember you. It's about building that bond, getting that trust, and breaking down that barrier.
And while Vandalia's schools are well into the swing of fall, Vandalia's Parks and Recreation Department already has one eye on winter. Recreation Supervisor Alicia McCracken says now is the time to start thinking about basketball.
Our fall sports are rocking and rolling, and winter is around the corner, and we are talking basketball registration. Actually going on now. Through the months of September and the first part of October, we'll take registration. We have leagues from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So we've got a lot of variety of basketball leagues to offer all kids of all ages.
The basketball program offers kids of all ages a chance to learn the game and to compete with kids from both Vandalia and the Northmont School District.
Especially in our 3rd through 6th grade, our basketball leagues have certified referees. In those grades also, we join with the Northmont Future Bolts program. So it's a challenge for the kids to see a different area, to see the different community, and play basketball against them. So such a good time.
To get signed up for the Rec Center's basketball programs, you'll need to register.
Registration takes place online at VandaliaRecCenter.com, or you're more than welcome to come into the front desk of the Rec Center and register. Either way is fine.
One other word on the registration process. Beginning with this fall sports season, the printed rec guide that used to be mailed to your home is making a big change.
The Rec Center for our fall program guide is going green, so you will find our At the Rec on VandaliaRecCenter.com. A great way to view all the programs just like you could before, just solely online. It'll get you to online registration. It'll have everything that you could dream of and more. And we've got a lot of great programs coming up here for the winter and fall.
For the latest in programming information, just check out the Rec Center's website, VandaliaRecCenter.com. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.